chocolate here. You go ahead and get your hot chocolate, spike it with some rum, anything you want, so we can get our drink on. So I sent out the video I did to a couple of people, and somebody in particular responded with an audio clip, and I thought that was a great idea. I asked him if I can use his audio clip. I just want you to listen and hear what he had to say about the last video. If you haven't heard it, go ahead and go back, click on it, listen to it, get yourself up to date. In the meantime, sip on your little drink, listen to what he has to say, and then I'll talk about
so much to unpack in such a 10-minute, 11-minute video. But the long and the short of it, I guess, is I understand the premise and I understand why the question, why it was asked. Because, you're trying to find out what the attraction is to someone who doesn't provide or bring to a relationship the same thing that you do. I can get that, I guess. But for me, it comes across as that love is transactional. That if you do something, then you should get something, and it doesn't speak to what love is supposed to be. Now, I get, because in the world in which we live, you need money, and money allows you to do things and survive and exist, but it has nothing to do with love. Two broke people can be in love. You can be in love rich, you can be in love in debt. So I understand, I guess, the aspect she's coming from, because that's the aspect a lot of people come from. But for me, like I said, it goes back into, well, if you're not bringing something to a relationship, then you're not going to find love. And that's, or why would someone marry someone? You marry someone because of love, not because of their partnership. We're not Fortune 500 companies looking for, trying to invest in stock. And I think that's the problem. We take stock of a person, and then we make a business decision based on what we think the most likely outcome will be, versus, all right, do I truly love this person? And so we end up going into, I like this person, and they can do this and that, and, they're a good provider, and they're a good person, they work, I work, so I think we're yoked. Versus, if this person didn't cook, didn't clean, and couldn't do nothing, and didn't do anything, do I still love that person? So that's kind of where I'm at with it. But, it's so much to unpack in this, in that video, that, man, it was, it was very, very hard to try to wrap it all up. But like I said, for me, it just comes off as love as being very transactional. And I think that's the problem that we have in this country nowadays, where we're looking at love from a business transaction. What does someone bring? What can someone give me? Versus the fact that if they didn't have anything, couldn't do anything, would I still love them? If I had to take care of them and they couldn't do anything, provide me anything, they could not provide for me, would I still love them? That's my thoughts.
Okay, that was a lot. So, one thing I want to start with is the difference between being in love and being in a relationship. The love part is part of the relationship, or it can't even be, it doesn't have to be. You could be in love with someone, not even be in a relationship with that person. You can be in a relationship with someone and not be in love. That you could be in the first 6 months, I really like this person. So love and relationship, let's not interchange those two words, because they cannot be interchanged. It's part of something. Love not being transactional. A lot of people have read that 5 love languages, and in the 5 love languages, one of the love languages is acts of service. Some people show love and receive love and understand love through acts of service. So if that means you give me a gift and that's how you want to show me that you love me, that's one thing. That's not for everyone, though. So no, we're not saying that you can buy love. You can't buy me to love you. I'm just going to either love you or I'm going to not. That's an emotion. But when we're talking about a relationship absolutely is a partnership. And to say it's not would be incorrect. If you are in a marriage, especially, and that is not your partner, I don't know who they are. My husband's my partner. We share in this relationship. When we got married, we had to go to the courthouse, get paperwork, show documentation of who we are, sign the paperwork in front of a witness, and now it's a legal document. That sounds like a contract to me. And in order to get out of this marriage, we have to get lawyers and let the judge and the lawyer say you can now no longer be married. Sounds like a business. To this day, there are countries that practice dowry. There are places where two families get together and say, you're going to marry this person, you're going to marry this person, we're going to expand this family. That way that our farm can live on, our business, our crops can grow. So to say that marriage is not transactional, I completely beg to differ. It's give and take. Now, putting all that aside, let's just go further into the give and take, the being a partner, the transactional side of it, or the not bringing anything to the table. Bringing something to the table does not have to be monetary. If my spouse is out all day working, every day, this is our day in and day out, who is to say that my family should come home and we have to order out? Why are we ordering out 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week when I'm home all day? I can cook a meal. That is me doing my part in this partnership, part of this family. Everybody has something to do. If you have kids and they're old enough, you require your kids to clean your room. You love them. Maybe they just leave it that way. Maybe they should just say, I'm not cleaning my room because you love me anyway, and there's no transaction. No, it's a partnership in this family. You want to be part of this family? I need you to do your part. We require our kids to do our part. Why wouldn't we not require our spouse to do their part? If I'm going to be the primary breadwinner, but my spouse is great at paying the bills and balancing the checkbooks and making sure the finances are okay, that's your part. You take care of all the bills. You take care of that. If in my household, my husband is better at finances than me. If I can't put it on direct deposit, you're probably never gonna get your money. That's just the truth. So Nicole don't handle the bills. We'd be homeless if I handled the daggone bills. My husband handles the bills. But the same way he handles the bills, with the exception of now because I'm not home, I handle my child. I ensure the schoolwork, that's my lane. I'm good at it. That's what I do. That's my part in this. When it comes to decorating the house, that's my part. He might pay the majority of the bills. Guess what I do? I'll buy the furniture. I'll buy the groceries. That's my part. That's the things I choose to do. We don't have necessarily traditional roles in our home. If I want a room painted, Nicole's going to paint that room. My husband's not painting the room. He doesn't like painting. He's not going to do it. But I know that. That's that give and that's that take. As much as I can build every piece of furniture that comes from IKEA and Wayfair and everything else, I allow my husband to do that. Because that's what he wants to do. That's his part. See, it's a partnership. We have legally decided to be together. And in that legally binding agreement, we have agreed to do certain things. If one day I decide I'm not doing anything, I'm not going to cook, I'm not going to clean, I'm not going to take care of the kids, I'm not going to go to work, I'm just going to sit there and be cute and spend your money and expect you to do everything, expect you to take care of the kid, go to work, pay the bills, cook the dinner, take her to cheerleading, take her to jiu-jitsu, pick her up from school, and I'm just kind of like there, and that's my thing. I look good. I could be on the arm. We look good when we go out. I dress really nice. I think I broke the contract. And he has every right to sit there and go to the courts and say, I no longer want to be part of this. This partnership is over. I'm good. And he goes on. So that's what I mean by what do? You can't just be in a relationship and bring nothing to the table. Nothing. You can't have it one-sided. That's just like when people love someone way more than the other person loves them. Those relationships struggle. I don't want to struggle in my partnership. We have to be good partners. We can be together for 40 years. And at some point in those 40 years, we may fall out of love. We love each other. But to be in love, that might not happen. But do we have a great partnership is the question. Is this the person that I want to be in quarantine with? I bet you a lot of y'all asked that question during this quarantine. Quarantine has ruined marriages and saved marriages. You realize, like, this is my person. This is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Whether we are in love or not, there's no one out there that I want more than this person. We work well together. We raise our children well together. We have fun together. We're great partners. So therefore, the question still remains. If you don't do anything, what do you do? If you don't bring anything to the table, what is it that you do? How did you get this person to be with you? I have seen women take care of men because they love this man. Love this man. And this man doesn't do anything, doesn't work, doesn't clean the house, doesn't cook, doesn't take care of the kids. They just won't do. They don't even do right. They don't even do right by these women. They're sleeping with this person and that person. They driving around in their car. We seen it in Baby Boy. Tyrese wasn't shit. He riding around in her car, cheating on her while she at work. And he don't have no job. But she loved him. And he loved her. So that love, it's nice. And it is a part of the relationship. I did not marry my husband just because I loved him. I married him in addition to love because we were good partners. We made sense together. We complemented each other. Anything that I wasn't, he is, and vice versa. He picks up the slack that I don't have. Whatever I'm not able to do, he can do. Whatever he's not able to do, I can do. That's a partnership. That makes sense. And yeah, we go through ups and downs just like everybody else because marriages work. Relationships are work. And you have to be able to work at it. But yes, you have to bring something to the table. Otherwise, why did you marry this person? Why have you been with this person for 10 years? What is it about them? Is it just the feeling of love? You don't want to be lonely? Then that's okay. That is your choice. I'm going to digress. That's all I'm going to have to say on the subject. Look forward to my next video next week. I'm going to be talking about what is the price of support. Make sure you get your cocktail together. Get you a cupcake if you're feeling a little cupcake-ish. It's a good season for a little sweet potato cupcake. Please make sure you like my video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next week.